So, hi everyone, welcome to the channel. My name's Claire. This channel is all about empowering you on your twin flame journey, your inner divine feminine, your inner divine masculine. And as I'm saying divine feminine, my eyes are being pulled to my cards, which I never used yesterday. So I'm just trying to think. You've seen the video that I done the day before yesterday, and the one I done yesterday I will publish tonight. But for some reason, I think I might publish this one before that. Because I don't know, yesterday's one had a bit of a zero fucks, but I don't know, it had a bit of attitude in it. And again, I don't mean me, it's the energy I was channeling. So I have to stress, it gets boring, trust me, it gets really boring for me. I know it gets boring for you that hear all the time too, but I have to stress for, it seems like either people that are brand new or people that are not new, but you maybe were off the radar for so long that it's a little bit like you are. And again, I know somebody that I've just worked with recently they'll know what I mean when I say this, but sometimes some of you might actually get confused and think that I'm upset or I'm angry or you know what I mean, whatever the vibe is of the reading, and you've got to remember I'm channeling the energy of the situation I'm picking up on, and I'm doing this every day. So it's not always me. I mean, a lot of times it isn't fucking me at all, thank Christ. Sometimes it is, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, you know what I mean? I think it's blindingly obvious when I'm reading my own situation, but maybe it isn't to you. And I don't want to know either, I'm not asking you. But it's kind of like, I have to put all that aside to basically do my job, 144. Do you know what I'm saying? So, because what we've got to remember is, even if I am reading my situation, sometimes I don't even know. And also, even if I do know, it's past, present, future. So I might know my side of it, but I don't know the rest of it. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just have to sort of stress that I don't know, there is, for some reason, like the one I done yesterday, it was a bit I don't know, just exactly what I'm saying. There was a little bit of something like, it was definitely, I can't remember the whole thing, but I think there was something about, it was definitely, I was picking up on a story where somebody hasn't left a karmic partner yet. And this is the story, because I haven't moved the cards. There's a twin flame union coming together, because the power of love is a magnet drawing souls together, and it's going to be a surprise, and all the signs are hitting someday. So, like I said, that'll be present for some, it'll be past energy, it could be future energy, but anyway, you'll see when I publish it. I can't remember because I haven't watched it back. I think no, actually, did I? I think I might have watched a bit of it, and I was getting bored and I'd done something else. So, but anyway, I'm filming this real time on the Sunday night. Yeah, and we'll just see what comes up. So I'm shuffling my cards right now, and so, oh yeah, on that note, but I've just explained it here. Everything I do is channeling, meaning that I'm channeling the energy of whoever this is going to make sense to. A lot of the time, I'm channeling the energy of where a masculine is at, regardless of whether it's a male masculine or female masculine, and it can make sense to many different masculines. Like, for instance, I've actually just been talking to someone in the masculine energy. So because, like, you know, there are there are a few people in my personal life that, like, you know, that I would even talk to, like, on the Zoom, but on the phone too, that are living out the energies of this as well. And the reason why I mention that, obviously, is because it's anonymous. Is I'm just trying to think. Well, I'll just see. I'll just see what sort of themes come up. But it's, well, actually, I suppose it matters because, like I said, I've just been talking to someone for ages that I've just had loads of confirmation back about things I've been feeling. So, let's just see. Let's just see. But anyway, like I said, I get confirmation back from people that aren't twin flames and everything as well. I get people. I got signs talk to me everywhere. Talk about twin flame signs. That's my fucking life. That's the only card in that deck that talks about twin flames, though. So this was a powerful reading, but I just remember there was something a bit prickly. I think I'll use the word prickly. I seem to remember it was like, I think if you're the feminine energy, I just got this feeling that, like, you don't actually really have a clue about any of what's coming towards you. Like, that's the feeling I got from it. like, you might have a sense, but I think you're in for, like, look, apology, like I said, I genuinely can't remember what it all said. I think you're in for a big shock, so I don't mean a bad shock, I mean, like, I don't know, I just think you're in for a surprise and a shock and stuff like that, so we'll see whenever I publish that, but let's just see if the energy's a bit different today. Oh yeah, that was why, Angel of Good News, because I'm sure that was from that reading as well. So I do think there's some kind of good news coming your way, but I think it could be, I don't know, I just think there's a bit of shock energy in that. But anyway, you see what I mean? I was like, I just think I was a bit cold and I was cold and tired, and I don't even use the word cranky, but I was cold and tired and cranky, and they definitely made me use that energy in it. Whereas I'm not like that today. Like, I've been talking to someone on the phone for ages, and I feel, I just feel, I just have been lost in the sauce and a bit of a shamanic energy there for a while, and I just want, just want to come and do this, and I'm quite looking forward to doing it, although I am freezing, to be fair. But I'm a bit warmer than I would have been because I did put the heating on. Because I've said before, I like to, Sundays or my Saturdays, I like to stay up late, and sometimes I sit up in the living room and watch loads of films and that, but I'm a fuck doing that. I'm going to be cosy in my bed after I finish this, but let's just see, so yeah, channeling the energy of the masculine usually, but I obviously pick up and guide and support feminine too, and everything I do is clearing, healing energy. I'm always clearing black magic, spell work, anything like that, which in modern day is gossip, malicious lies, slander. Not a coincidence, I just put the gossip card away because it did come up in that reading as well. So we'll just see. The same shit might come through, same shit, different day kind of vibe, but I'm an open channel to just see what comes through. My eyes have been guided to the inner child cards again. So, and this is what I mean, like, this is things I've spoke about with people recently in sessions and my personal life. I do feel a lot of the inner child stuff is coming up. I just looked at 717, so that could be significant too. That is an important number for twin flames. Not particularly for me, by the way. I've just noticed we're working with other twin flames, a lot of people can feel really connected to that number. So the with Mars in Cancer until my birthday, funnily enough, the 18th of April, that is a long fucking time. Mars is action, it's very masculine, it's war, aggression. So, it's good, basically, it's good things and bad things. It's shadow and light, right? But with it being in the sign of Cancer, the mother, it's bringing up a lot of mother issues. So it doesn't matter whether your mother is still in your life or whether your mother is in the spirit world or you're got a good relationship with your mum or an up and down or a bad one, whatever you see it as. I just feel, so even for people that you've completely had an absent mother, like hasn't been there at all, you could be really experiencing pain around that. Abandonment issues and stuff, and if you've had a really mum that's been there the whole time, really involved, I just feel everybody. So bear in mind that's so complex because it could mean like your own, like you could be having issues with your mum, but your mum could be having issues about their mum and their mum before that. You know what I mean? It's like, and again, it doesn't mean that we're all going through this, but at some point we will in the next, in that period of time from now until April. It's just quite a long time for it to be there. And of course what's going on right now is we've got the last eclipse of the year on the 2nd there. Why do I keep forgetting? I think that's Tuesday. Oh shit, yeah. Do you know why they're reminding me of that? Because I haven't at all had time to do that today because they wouldn't let me anyway, because they don't like me working on a weekend, right? My guides just don't like me working on a weekend. So if you are watching this and you're part of the membership, please know that I'll be doing a bit extra videos for you when it gets around to, well, tomorrow really, Monday, Tuesday, because I didn't do the New Earth weekly reading. But it's not a weekly reading anyway because it's timeless. But what I mean is I will, I'm going to come in and do a live, and I'm going to do a couple of extra videos for you and stuff, because I had all the best intentions to do that yesterday, and it was quite funny. I only remembered like late at night, and when I was asking why, they were like, we don't like you working on a weekend. So for some reason they don't seem to include these, because it's collective, and I suppose it's because I come at it in whatever vibe I'm at. I take my work very seriously, the videos I do for the public too, but when I'm doing the stuff for the membership as well, I think I'd rather just go in there when I'm in, you know what I mean, when I've got more energy. If I'm doing a live, I'm not going to force myself to do a live when I don't want to, basically, is what I'm saying to you. I'm genuine. So, and I was like said, I wasn't tired today, actually. It's so funny. While I was on the phone to my friend, I actually got so much cleaning and housework done. And that feels good. But my living room's still a tip with loads of cards over the couch and stuff like that. But I managed to at least, get a bit done there. And so anyway, let's see. So again, just having a wee chin maggie. And again, I don't know why I'm being sassy about this, but I've saw so many people, and it kind of hurts my heart. I've seen so many people on YouTube that I love trying to accommodate fussy bastards. There's no other way to put it. 1111, that might be important. And listen, I'm always going to listen to you guys, right, the soul family, about what what you want. But all I can say is, whenever I do a poll, the resounding answer that always comes back is people saying to me, whatever works best for you. And that's really rare, by the way. Can I just say that's really rare? Because there's people that I watch where it's like people are actually quite rude about it, and like kind of telling people how to be. And I don't seem to get that. And I think 1144, and I think it's because I like to feel it's because I attract, 144,000. I attract my true soul tribe. And I don't even usually call it that, but my soul family that really get the ways of the new earth. Like that, we go with the flow around here. I go with the flow. People go with the flow where I'm at, whether it's the free, paid, the free or the paid content, actually. Like, to be fair, like any paid membership I've had, people have always went with the flow with me as well. They know that if I don't do as much one week when it's normally the standard that I stick to, then they're going to get a generous helping, to balance it out. And I'm really, really grateful. So I am letting you know how grateful I am for everybody that gets the way that I work. But like I said, it does make me sad when I see people making, I don't know, just cheeky, rude comments and that when people are showing up. Because I just think the fact that people are showing up brave, doing the kind of stuff that I do and this kind of stuff that other people do, that alone is kind of amazing in itself. So I'm just giving other people credit out there and maybe making other people think a little bit. And I'm also, seeing myself for that as well. It isn't easy to be, it isn't easy to do this kind of work, basically. It's fun, I'm not gonna lie, it's fun, but a lot of times it isn't fun. There's definitely bits to it isn't fun. So anyway, inner child, let's see. So, the one thing I want to say too is, did I even do the whole bloody speech? Channeling. Yeah, everything I do is clearing, healing energy, so I'm always clearing all that stuff. And so the fact that I've spoke for this long here as well, if you're new, that matters. And I just looked at 1331, that's mirrored numbers, twin flame, yin yang energy. The film I watched last night was called, which is hilarious because I knew when I was watching it, right, I could actually think of two people that will connect with here because of the name. But even like, I can think of people in my personal life where they could connect with, and you're going to know why, because it's a name that's really, like, it's common, but I would say it's common with like older people. But basically the film I watched last night was, what's it called again? God, it's me, Margaret, are you there? Or Are You There, God, it's me, Margaret, right? Now, I'd always been intrigued by the name of the film, but I didn't really know what it was about. And anyway, it was on Prime, so I thought, oh yes, like, I remember when that came out, and I didn't really know what it was about. And I love Rachel McAdams, because I just feel she's like a shapeshifter. She looks different in every film she does, because it's so weird. In that film last night, she looks nothing like me whatsoever, and in general, I look nothing like Rachel McAdams, right? I know that. But if you've seen The Wedding Crashers, I actually do look a little bit like her in that, in the sense of maybe not her eyes, but her hair. Like, I always used to wear my hair curly. I just looked at 1444 again, that's 3 times. I always used to wear my hair curly like that, and my taxi driver at the time, long story, I had my own taxi driver. That sounds like a queen, but no, me and my pals at the time all had a taxi driver that he would come and, you know what I mean, we had his number and he would come and get us. Yeah, he was a really, he was a really good pal of mine. Like he really looked out for me, do you know what I mean? But and he'd hear all about the guys at the time too, so he knew all about the Twinflame, and I think he even had him in the taxi a few times, and he knew all about I knew all about everyone actually. Keeping all my secrets. It's like Titanic. That taxi driver's out there with all my secrets. That's hilarious. And everyone else's for that matter. That guy could write a book on the stories about me and everyone from my past. That's hilarious. But getting back to the point, is the Margaret thing. Like, there's definitely going to be connection with people's, you know, whatever, anyone called Margaret, basically. But the point I'm saying this is the film was beautiful because I'm going some spoiler alert if you want to see it. But to be honest, I found it was overall it was a bit of a boring film. I'm not gonna lie to you. I stuck it out, but it was a bit boring. But the whole film, the wee girl, it's maybe, I don't know if it's maybe set in the 60s or the 70s, something like that, maybe the 60s. But the whole, through the way that the girl's going through adolescence, and she's like basically praying for her period. She's praying that they don't move house. She's praying that she gets bigger boobs. So it's kind of funny, like she's praying for all these things that, like, you know, and basically it keeps seeming like God is not helping her. And there's a load of other things that happen in the film. There's a big bit about religion and all of that as well, and just basically what most people, what I think anyway, that a lot of religions, it's kind of like, look, I've got respect for everyone's religion, but you know, I do find it ridiculous when people argue over it, because a lot of the time people are thinking the same thing and they're all sort of, and they're arguing over things that are ridiculous. And that kind of is what happens in that, like, you know, the dad's Jewish and the mum's Christian, and the mum's parents have actually disowned her because she got with a Jewish guy. So, oh my God, I've just realised that's going to come into this too. I could be picking up on a scenario where somebody's parents don't want them to be with somebody through religion or through a way of being, or just being controlling. Like, you know, that's not who, but it's sad. Like, you know, she's meant to have not seen them for like 12 years because the wee girl's 12. And then anyway, she said the mum sends a Christmas card, and then the parents end up coming, and you can just tell the way it's going to go. You know, they end up trying to sort of do the same thing again, and then it upsets the wee girl. So it's a bit of a, you know, a bit of a poignant moment sort of thing. And then the mum's like, oh my God, I shouldn't have brought them back. And basically, I suppose the point there is, to be harsh about it, that's a good example of that mum really should have just left the parents out of her life because they hadn't changed. Do you know what I mean? Like, they were still trying to, they were just trying to do the same thing that they'd done their daughter to the granddaughter. So there's something here about generational patterns or curses, or trying to force your opinions on somebody that, yeah. So anyway, you can see it for yourself. But the thing that I found in the long run of watching the whole film was quite beautiful was I knew what it meant for me. And I feel it means that for anyone that wants to take us on board, the wee girl feels like God isn't answering her prayers because, well, nothing that she was asking for was coming about until right at the end of the film. Boom, delivered. Boom, delivered. Boom, delivered. Do you get what I'm saying? All the things she was praying for, it all comes along at once. I'm just, well, anyway, spoiler alert, turn away now. She gets her period. That was the very last scene. Very clever, actually, the way they done that. Her boobs don't grow in that bit because, again, they happen over time. But anyway, we can do it. But and it was like the guy that she fancies asked her out. What's the other one? I don't know. There's something else. But basically, everything falls into place. And look, it just got to 19, and 19's the sun card, the happiest card in the deck. So I really do feel that something like that is going to happen for whoever this is going to be for. You think that God hasn't been listening to you and answering your prayers, and all of a sudden, like the buses and the trains, all your prayers are answered all at once. So I don't know what that's going to mean to somebody, but that could actually mean everything to somebody, let's face it. So I hope it's a wee bit for all of us. Oh, look, that's funny that I was just talking about, I'll make it up to you for not being in the membership as much there. Because look, be generous. That's quite interesting. But yeah, I'm always fucking generous because I'm a Sag moon, so yeah. Right, let's see. What have we got here? What have we got for the divine feminine energy that I'm going to pick up. Oh, I can't lean like that because I'm leaning over my... When I lean down like that, it's like I'm leaning on my chest and it's taking my... Take my breath away. That's hilarious. I'll just sit like this. So if my voice goes a bit quieter and louder, sorry. I'm not one of these fancy YouTubers that's got a lapel mic on. I've had them in my Amazon basket for years, and I've never actually bought one. Because do you know what I've noticed? There's some people I watch, and when they've bought it, it actually makes it worse. It doesn't make it better. And there's some people you still can't hear. Some people have just got a quiet voice. And I've got a foghorn voice when I'm on here for some reason. For some reason, my voice gets really fucking loud when I do one of these, and it definitely gets really, really loud when I do a live for some reason. Because I don't fucking speak like that when I'm talking to people in everyday life. But well, sometimes I do. It depends if I'm excited. But yeah. So listen out for your inner divine feminine, even if you are the masculine, is what I'm saying. So what have we got for the inner child card? We have a time to remember. Look back on your childhood. Boom. Look at what I was saying, because it's not me, it's God speaking through me. Childhood's going to be coming up for everyone. So this could be fond childhood memories, not so fond childhood memories, regardless of your age, regardless of your gender. I just bear in mind, not only could you be having things coming up, I feel even you're everyone, your own family, your own siblings, your own mum and dad, your own fucking everyone, your neighbour. Just this is what's because Cancer is the family. It's the mother specifically, but it is the family. You know what I mean? So there's a lot coming up for that. And let's just do the masculine as well. So what's the masculine got and the feminine's masculine side? Be still. Yes. Cultivate a space of stillness and silence to just be. And that makes sense to me because of like what I've said. You'll hear me saying in the one that I publish after this, or I don't know if I publish it before or after, but around the same sort of time, that the last few sessions I've done with people in the masculine energy, both a male and a female actually, Dark Night of the Soul card on different decks came up, and a lot about the shadow, because every year around Scorpio season, there always is a huge majority of the collective are in a Dark Night of the Soul. And even if you're not in a Dark Night of the Soul, are being forced or encouraged to look at your shadow. But that it's more than ever. It's more than ever this year because of all the other stuff going on. Like and just the conversations I've had in sessions and even recently, it's like everyone's shadow is coming up to the surface, which isn't such a bad thing if you've done shadow work, and definitely if you've looked at your shadow and accepted the not so nice parts of yourself, integrated them, you know, you've got self-acceptance. If you've not done that, it's going to be a rough ride, right? Not going to lie, it's going to be a rough ride. It's going to be rough if you're not looking at your shadow, and it's going to be rough because other people, basically it's going to be rough for everyone because other people aren't. I've already experienced that, like, you know, like, I don't know about you, but I have experienced that in my personal life. Like, I mean, even recently, where it's like, well, it's hard for me to comment on because I experience it more than most anyway, because, like what I say all the time, because I have worked on my self-worth, my self-love, my self-confidence, which I all had an extreme lack of, by the way, for so long, and now I'm very proud to love myself unconditionally, have self-worth, value myself, and have strong boundaries and confidence. I trigger the fuck out of people, but what's my option? Play small and dull my light just because the people can't handle it and they're not doing the work? No, keep shining, baby. It's funny whenever I talk about Leo energy or shining, I'm like, keep shining, and I have to say baby, but it's true, baby. Right, okay, I'll stop saying baby because that's made me cringe. Maybe there's something about a baby. Why am I saying baby again? Again, but it could even be like inner child stuff going right back to being a baby. You know, I don't know. There's something in this. So, will we just read them now before no, for some reason I picked up the tarot. I'm going to trust that. I'm going to shuffle the tarot alongside it. So with this, a time to remember, look back in your childhood. Whether you are the feminine or whether this is a masculine feminine side, you're both healing things around childhood, or, and again, this could even be nice and reminiscing about things to do with childhood, but it's just childhood in general's coming up, right? Memories of the past. What do we need to know about this for the feminine? That's interesting the way it's come out. So, Six of Pentacles. I feel, because I'm always with the intention of, like, it's just whoever most needs the message, and what, picking up on someone's story, and it's to do with the feminine and masculine together. This is like, in the past, I don't feel there was an equal give and take between you and your masculine. There was, there was the feminine, you were given a lot of love and energy to the masculine, in whatever way that was. But it's kind of like, but because it came out like this, I feel it's like things are starting to balance energetically, and that's why the masculine energy and whatever I'm picking up on is in stillness. They're in, could possibly still be in a dark night soul, because like I said, the last two sessions I've done, specifically, I feel those people feel they've been in one and they're coming out of it. So remember, you could be transitioning, coming out of it for another few weeks or months, or days. It'll be different. But it's two people that feel like, oh, I've been in it, and now this is why it seems like the light is coming back a bit. But both people expressed a very similar thing, that, oh, like, that makes sense, like, it's I can't really explain, but it was weird for me because I had the same moment with two different people. But I have that all the time, because like I said, every fucking Zoom I'm on, and occasionally in my actual everyday life too, whether I'm on the phone or sometimes in person, the other person I'm talking to is like experiencing, yeah, I'm just always telling people the same thing. That's the only way I could sort of describe it. There's a theme. Yeah, look, Emperor in reverse is on the bottom. So that is what they're saying. In the past, like, there was an imbalance with the energy that was going on. There was just a total imbalance. So I'm going to put it up right though, because I feel that there's this masculine is aligning, and they're going in within and looking at their own shadow. Because remember, I read about true twin flames, unless I say otherwise, that, oh, wait a minute, I'm picking up on, this is somebody's karmic energy and you thought it was a twin flame. It's always true twin flames. So this masculine is going inwards, doing the work, doing the shadow work. How close they are to coming out of it, we don't know. But they're getting me to mention that two people I've spoke to are coming out of being in a dark night of soul. Like, they're getting clarity. And then with other synchronicities I've had very recently, same thing. Somebody that wasn't seeing. Oh yeah, there's definitely, right. What I had downloaded. This is from when I woke up this morning. Basically, the downloads I was getting was, the stuff is not only, all the mother stuff for people isn't just coming up because the moon was in Cancer a few days ago. It's because of Mars in Cancer. It's going to be quite ongoing for quite a while longer. It's just that every time the moon returns to Cancer once a month, it'll be probably even stronger. Um, there's definitely something about wherever you weren't seeing through manipulation around you with family in general. It doesn't need to be a mother, but it will be for some. You're now able to see through it. So because of the way everyone's manipulating childhood, like, again, I say things like that all the time, and people don't really get what I mean by that. But it's like, I just said it to a friend there earlier too. I don't know one person I've met that hasn't got codependency in their life. And what I mean is, I don't mean that I don't meet independent people that stand firmly on their own 2 feet and can look after. I don't mean that. What I mean is, when family or friends are involved, I see so many people with codependent friendships. Like, you think that's a really close knit, tight friendship group, but actually what it is quite codependent and enmeshed. And it's the same with families. Like, you think, oh, we're a really close family, but actually it's like there's a wee bit of manipulation going on at the same time. So it's like both can be equally true. Do you know what I mean? It's very look, my eyes have been drawn to 29/11 again. God, when we find out what this is about, I'll bloody be interested, because I keep getting drawn to it. Basically, yeah, that's just basically it. I stand by it. Some people have got less of it in their lives than others, but and usually if you think you haven't, you're in denial, right? And I've had synchronicities about that recently, and there's no harm in that, Like, I've been there too, where I've thought, oh my God, these friendships are like ride or die. They're going to last a lifetime. I'd fucking roll over in the road and get run over for this person. Seriously, that is literally the kind of best friend I was, right? I know it could still seem like I am still that person. I would still be there for somebody I consider a best friend in a big way, bigger than most, but I'm not quite like that anymore because I've been burned by being like that. Do you know what I mean? But again, I'm not a good example because I'm like that for fucking strangers. And that's the thing that don't try and work me out, basically. Don't try and work me out. Don't ever try and work out an awakened woman out because you won't get it. I am one of the most forgiving people you could ever meet, despite being betrayed more than most people you'll ever meet. Don't try and work me out. You won't be able to. I can sometimes never work it out. All I know is I am very forgiving, yet I'm not a pushover. Yeah, you know what I mean? And that's why I say all the time, anyone that's ever hurt me, I forgive them, but I don't need to let them back in my life again. You know what I mean? It's as simple as that. And always have to buffer that with the only person I want back in the right way is my emperor. Because he is my emperor. Do you know what I mean? He can do what he wants out there, the physical person, but it's my masculine energy. Bringing it back to this, that the masculine energy in this story is healing, cultivating a sense of stillness and silence to just be. And that's, unfortunately, or fortunately, whichever way you look at it, this is where someone's realising, oh, I didn't see that before about these people around me. I do now. And then they can even be having the realisations of, shit, I've read my twin flame wrong because I couldn't even read my own feminine energy. By the way, that's a lot of you. Don't feel bad. Because again, us feminines, it'll be the same. You would have read your twin flame all wrong at one point. I definitely can think of when I've fucking been like, what the fuck is he about, man? Like, Emperor in reverse indeed. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, I've always been able to see is what he's really about, you know, his true soul. So, but then you see what I mean? It's when you were misunderstanding yourself deep, 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 isn't it? Venus and Scorpio. I just said that to my friend there. Like, I'm always like, I think I said it in the video I done yesterday. I always seem to be at least a month or two ahead of the collective. Sometimes I'm years ahead, but it's like, I mean, in sense of the season, I'm very in Scorpio mode right now, and we've only just went into Libra. So it might mean that when we do go into Scorpio season, I'll already be in Sagittarius season. So we'll see, but I'm in a very Scorpio vibe. But Venus is in Scorpio, so that can explain it. Where's this masculine at to go with the feminine that there's a balance that's coming about that wasn't there before? Oh my god, again, wow. So in the last one that you'll have seen if you keep up to date with the videos, what's on the bottom? Oh yeah, look. This came out in the one that I've published where I'm on camera. This masculine's, I can't believe that it's the Ten of Swords again. That came out as one of the, I think it was one of the first cards, if not the first card on the video that I done on Friday. But this is, so it's, again, this is clearly telling you. So this is happening to a lot of the masculines where they've either been betrayed in the past and they're only finding out about it, or they're being betrayed currently by options, because Seven of Cups, options. So this can be, but then I'm seeing this as, you know, I know that Seven Cups is about, like, you know, well, it can be loads of things. It can be confusion, illusion, disillusionment. You know, there's so many options, you're getting confused. This can be like people having options in love, but I'm seeing this as this can actually be like lots of different friends confusing people. And one could be a love interest. This could be situationships. This could be somebody's partner, somebody's mum, somebody's brother, somebody, you know what I mean? Whatever it is, or friend, it's something like that. I feel all the different people around a masculine have betrayed them. And that's what they're able to see in the stillness. And remember, like I always say, 33 minutes as well, Jesus, come to Jesus, forgiveness moment. That's what's humbling this masculine. They're now seeing that they didn't give equally back to their feminine. But the deepest part of this is because the feminine is the masculine's feelings. They let all these people betray them. But it's because I'm hearing this person didn't realise that's what these people were doing. This is really deep, but I'm feeling the betrayal of this masculine talking right now. And if you think about that for the masculine, that's the masculine's feelings. They're looking back, this is childhood wounds. They're looking back at their childhood and they're realising a lot of things in the stillness about betrayal. but they're also seeing where people didn't give to them, where they gave a lot. This is somebody that definitely overgave to the wrong people. And for the feminine, same thing. The feminine's looking back at, where have I given too much out and been betrayed? And when like, you basically, what I'm saying is, the feminine, you've already, if you're the feminine, you've already went through this. You've went in deep into the shadow. You've been betrayed, and then you've reflected on the betrayals, and you've learned from it, and then you've connected things back to childhood, whether it be at school, family, friends, whatever, you know, and you work out, right, I'm not going to give so much to people that don't give anything to me or very much. Doesn't mean you stop giving full stop, but it means you put up boundaries. And now this masculine's now, it's a good thing really, this masculine is now realising the same. So basically what I want to say is, like, oh my god, that's so creepy, I'd forgot that. I was about to say be kind, and then I looked down and I forgot that that was there. Basically, I'm hearing be kind to this masculine, because whether this person's been recently betrayed or betrayed in the past, it feels very raw. This is what I'm feeling. Tell us a bit more about where the feminine's at. Yeah, look, space. I need more time to think, but it did come out in reverse, so I think this feminine's had enough time and space. Because, like, remember, I just said the feminine's been through it. But let's see what the masculine's. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. That is so powerful. I'm still trying to heal self-love. Yeah, this masculine's healing from betrayal, basically. So, current or past stuff that this person's, it's very raw. This, and again, I've had loads, I know what they're saying, because I've had loads of synchronicity to confirm this. This could be things from the past, but this person's only realising this wasn't right. I've been manipulated, something like that. Inseparable. Our love is always there despite the distance. And this masculine's higher self is wanting to say to you, if you're the feminine, I know I'm quiet. I might not have even seen you for years, whoever this is speaking to. But our love is always there despite the distance. But it's what's a bit more profound is this person's having huge realizations, going on an adventure. Today's the day to try something daring. And the good things about it is this person's realising where they want to break free of where they're now seeing they've been trapped. Oh, and now they're telling me, wait a minute, let's just actually get the words that are, oh, fuck's sake. That's annoying. Right, I've just dropped them on the floor. I'm not getting them. I've dropped my cards on the floor, but fuck that. It's a mission to try and get them. Let's get these cards. What does this masculine want to... No, wait a minute, this is a bit annoying because I'm going to leave the ones out for the thumbnail. I'm going to take that and that because that was powerful, and that. That just might be enough for the thumbnail actually. And then we'll put these over here. What does this masculine want? Whoa, this masculine's keen to say, yeah, wow, oh my god. That really fits, doesn't it? With the... Basically, this is a masculine that's going within to heal. But the silence is killing them. And I feel this person's like... I don't like the term dying for, you know, but I'll just say what I heard. This person's dying for your love. Like, this person's like dying for a cuddle. This person is craving your nurturing energy, that Empress energy. That's what I'm hearing. But it's like some masculines are in that, but they just are, they know it's not time yet. And some masculines are in that and about to take action. So let's see. Yeah, wow. See what I mean? If you think I'm talking shit when I say I'm channeling the masculine, the silence is killing me and I need you back in my life. And I feel it is because of what I've been picking up on there. Is this masculine is seeing where they've given so much to people that did not appreciate them. And far from it, they've people that have, in whatever way that's come about, friends, family, lovers, a mix, people have really, look at that guy. I mean, that's not all 10 swords. Like, that guy has got fucking swords all over. And I'm feeling that this person's just realised this. This is sad, because this is somebody didn't realise a lot of it. And look, I'm so tired of sabotaging this connection. What if you don't accept me for who I really am? See, that's shadow work. That's somebody's really doing that work. If you're asking yourself things like that, that's good. Because you're actually going within, you know. Right, let's shuffle these as well. I've just seen a lot of the same cards that I've... Let's see if they come out again. Oh, God. What's this saying? Yeah, look, it's in reverse, though. That's so interesting the way that fell. I dive in and out relationships. This person dived in and out relationships in the past, and that is what this is all about. That's like situationships, friends. It's like blurry boundaries. Friends that would sometimes turn, oh, sleep, you know what I mean? Sleep with my friend. But like friends with benefit, you know, it's kind of like drunken. It's weird. It's not weird. It's just a lot of people do that. It's something like that, though. This isn't just like friends that are your friends. This is like friends of like the opposite sex, or if you're same sex, you know what I'm saying? It's like blurry boundaries. It's the kind of like when it feels like, I wouldn't be surprised if this is one of these ones where I pick up that like a friend has been sabotaging you because they actually wanted you for themselves or something. But it's something like that. But yeah, this person is not diving in and out relationships anymore. Or when they get to this point, they won't be, because they've been sabotaging the connection and hurting themselves. And this is what I'm feeling in this masculine. Like, please forgive me. But notice that came out in reverse too, so I do feel it's like this masculine's still going through an ego death. They don't know how to come in. They're an emperor in reverse. They don't know how to come in. They don't know how, like, put it this way. This person, I strongly feel, all the masculine, so if you are the masculine, this resonates. It doesn't need to resonate. You get to decide. I'm not telling you how you feel. Only you know if this is how you feel. You're going to get to the point where this turns around and you are the divine masculine, and please forgive me. Do you know what I mean? Whereas right now, you're maybe not strong enough to ask for forgiveness. You know what I mean? And that's how it's coming out to me there. Right, I'm not going to pull too many more of them because it just confuses me about what you use for the thumbnail. Let's put that there as well. Right, now, seeing as it was my cards I picked up and then I dropped half them on the floor, what does the masculine need to hear back from the feminine? So what does the masculine need to hear from the feminine? Because this might help some of the feminines with when the masculine sex word. What do they need to hear from you? Don't lie to them if you don't feel that way, but this is... Oh my God. I love it when they make me word it like differently, because I could have said, what does the feminine want to say? But this is what the masculine needs to hear. I'm here for you day and night, and one day you'll be right by my side. Is that or is that not like what I said? This masculine's dying for nurturing, love and energy, because it feels like this particular one hasn't got that around them. That one again. Our astral sex is on fire, Kundalini lit. And I see your birthday numbers everywhere. Well, you see that happens to me all the time. It happened while I was doing this. I didn't say it because I'm not going to say it every time because it happens that much. Yeah. And what does the feminine want to say to the masculine? So just take that on board, feminines, that this person needs to know that you're there for them when they're ready to come out their shell. And there's just... And I mean... yeah, you'll know for you in what way you do that. Like, that could just be energetically send out the call to them. Like in the, like, I love in this deck that it's, oh God, I'm going to show you. I mean, you saw in the one that I done but I love that the King and Queen of Cups is talking through. Oh my God, there's that hilarious one. That's fucking, that card's fucking banter. I'm sorry, but I just find that hilarious. It's like, I've fucking moved on and I'm glad about it. That's what I get from that card, because the Six of Swords is about moving on. Jesus, that's hilarious. Right, where is the Queen and the King of Cups? Because basically the Queen and the King of Cups in this deck is a man talking through a shell and then the woman hearing it through the shell. And I find that fascinating because that is so like twin flame telepathy. So you might not actually be saying to this person, I'm here for you day and night, because they might not even reply if you said that, to be fair. But say it to them energetically and they feel it. or if people are in the unique situation that I'm in, you can just let it be known on here. Do you know what I mean? But it's like, but I have to say, like, over again, like, I have to actually say, like, I have to spell it out because there's so much confusion that, and I've got such strong boundaries that I have to make that clear. Um, yes, my door is always open to my twin flame, day or night. I wouldn't be angry if I got woke up in the middle of the night by him, put it that way. Spark, yeah, my spark. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Yes, look, my spark opening up. Not to make it about me and him here, but I have to there because everybody knows that's been around here. I always say that because another psychic said to me many years ago that when he left my life, it was like the sparkle left my life. So when I see that, I think of him. And then opening up. So, and look at what I just said. But anyway, this is now moving away from me and him. This is for everyone. My love for you is written in the stars. We have the spark between us, which is undeniable and visible to everyone around us. I say it all the time, it is when you're true twin flames. People don't like it, they get jealous. You are the miracle that dropped into my life and lit me from within. Look up to the stars tonight and know that I'm under the same sky thinking about you. We're destined to be together for many lifetimes. We don't need to rush this love. Our love is eternal. That don't need to rush could be, oh look, surprise again. Yeah, look, that was the one from yesterday. There is a surprise coming. Yeah, that whole we don't need to rush could be triggering, to be fair, but opening up. I'm getting ready to, oh my god, it's that one. I'm getting ready to soar what's in my heart. I'm getting ready to say what's in my heart. I know that this is love. It's true, unconditional, and everlasting kind of love. Everlasting love. Na, 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 na. Oh, that's so interesting. I was watching The Voice last night, and that song was on, and it was really sticking out to me. Everlasting love. Anyway, so whatever. I want you to know I'm trying to open up, but it's so hard for me to put my feelings for you in words. But I know I have to do this, and you need to hear them. Right? That word's so fucking scarily on point with the silence is killing me. And I'm tired of sabotage. All those cards came before, basically, all of them. And yeah, it's a surprise though. So, and again, I feel this is one of these ones where it's going to be a surprise to the fucking masculine when they do it. Like, they're just going to think, fuck it, I'm going to do it. Surprise. I'm planning to surprise you soon with the gift from my heart. Get ready to receive something special soon that expresses how much I feel about you. The gift could come in any form, physical or spiritual realm. So exactly what I'm saying. It doesn't need to be this person physically turning up. It could be for some, but it's like this person is be open to the signs and synchronicities more so than most. I don't just mean the everyday twin flame things. I mean you're going to have a really profound dream or actual communication, something like that. It will bring us closer. The romantic gesture, 3D communication or telepathic communication is on its way to you. But like I always say with that one, who cares about telepathic communication when that's what twins do every day? So that card to me more means it's a literal something. There's all I know is there's big shocks coming for twin flames in general. And I more feel of the nice kind. I mean, let's face it, I don't know everyone's situation, so some people could still have some nasty shocks, especially where Scorpio season comes into it. Because although Scorpio is my favourite sign, it is the shadow and it is the shady stuff too. But I do more feel, I don't know, I feel nice surprises more than I feel that, and that's not always the case. Why did I pick up this deck? Take action, yeah. See, that I know what they're saying. It's like this. The surprise is someone's going to take action, and it could they're going to take action when they. So this could look improving health. This could even be somebody in a dark night soul, right, that isn't ready to take action, and then one day they wake up and they feel a lot better and they take the action. That's what it feels like. That's about. I'm so proud to be your divine feminine. That's what the feminine's saying back to the masculine. Right, let's see what comes out of this deck. Yeah, because I think... Oh, it's that one again, yeah. Like, look. This is going to mean different things to different people, right? As it always does. But this card I mentioned, I think I mentioned it in a session recently, or it was the live, I can't remember. But you see how that guy's reaching out to that angel of strength. It's going to take a whole lot of strength for this man to reach out. And I do feel the angel in this case is the feminine. The 4 is the heart chakra. Angel of knowledge, but this is somebody that's been enlightened themselves, and it feels like in this case someone's enlightened themselves, the manipulation that's around them, and they've saw where they were out of balance and not in peace, and this person's reaching some type of inner peace by the time they get to the point of reaching out. And it's going to take a lot of strength. Like, yeah, look, this person's detoxifying their life, and then look at that right now. This is interesting because I don't know this deck that well, but what I do know is that card, I'm pretty sure, I'm prepared to be wrong. Again, if I'm wrong, who cares? But I'm pretty sure that's the Angel of Release, so let's see. This feels like this is hilarious, because when I was at my auntie and uncle's party, they had a magician, and he was, that's how he talks, like, well, do you know what I mean? It's like, like, this card is, and I don't know what this card is, but I'm pretty sure that is the Angel of Release. Angel of Detoxification, right? Yep, Angel of Release. Oh, and that card again. This one came up yesterday. I think it was the same order. Yeah, look. For some reason, with this card deck, I never see that as twin flames resolving issues. Angel of relationships, I see that as a relationship breaking down. I see that as like a karmic relationship. Because it's like that's a masculine trying to tell a karmic energy how they feel, and this person's in denial and they don't want to hear it. But the masculine's like, I need to do what's best for me, I need to release this. This could be specifically around the 29th and Halloween. Although actually the 29th of October is tomorrow. So they might be head fucking us a bit. For some people this could actually be real time, because we're in eclipse season. This person knows they need to detox their life. By the way, that doesn't need to be I know that is meant to be romantic partners, but that could actually be like a family member or a friend as well, so it's whatever. But that kind of fits with what I'm sensing, and just the synchronicities and stuff that of talking to clients and other people and stuff. So right, so that's the story. So I think it would be helpful to fuck off. Maybe not, because I just dropped half the deck. But you see what I mean? Tower moment. I just dropped the whole deck that I was about to use, and I'm picking them up, as you can hear. But the fact that I just done that, it's for dramatic effect. And also there's something in the fact that the one for today was about bullies, and I'll just say this much, that I've had synchronicities to confirm, and I've had like soul family like basically say to me that shorts was bang on for them. So, and it's in different ways, the angel of bullying prevention can seem pretty strong, and even the word bully anyway is triggering. But like I've said, to me it just means there's a bit of coercion, a bit of manipulation, a bit of somebody not really telling the truth, lying basically. There's manipulation, so I feel it's symbolic of, I feel quite a few people could be going through a similar thing here of seeing through somebody where you couldn't before. It doesn't, like I said, I'm just stressing that it doesn't mean just because you see another side of someone, or you see their shadow, where perhaps there's a bit of people pleasing that usually covers that up, it doesn't mean that the person's evil or anything. It just means that it's like people around here would say, or a lot of my friends say, you mark their card. You're like, all right, I see you. Right, you've got a bit of a CUNTY side. That's all right. We've all got a wee bit of that. Do you know what I'm saying? We've all got a wee bit of that side. And I'm spelling it because I actually said it on the live, if you saw that. Oh dear. But you know what I'm saying? It's true. Sometimes, right, I don't like that word and I don't say it a lot. But when I do, it means, and definitely when I'm doing live, but even if I say it on these recorded videos, it's true, Sometimes it's call a spade a spade. And that's what I'm feeling like. There's been people that have not acted the best, and it's coming to light around some of yous, and that can be a tough pill to swallow if it's people that you couldn't see through like that. So, right, what have we got here for? And again, if some of you are, well, I don't want to speak too soon, but a bit like myself, and none of that is resonating right now, it's probably because of think back to like a year, 2 year, 3 years ago, and absolutely that was happening around me, and maybe that's why I can help people from a stronger place right now, because that's not happening around me. I'm in complete Empress mode. I'm not, and like I said, I don't really hide very much, right? Again, like I've said, I'm a bit of an ironic thing of, yes, I'm very raw and real and I share a lot, but I also have my privacy as well. And that, but basically, I'm just, yeah, I'm describing an Empress. Like, I don't, um, yeah, I just don't need to put up with bullshit, basically. So I don't, like, you mean, and neither do you, though. I'm just sort of saying, neither do any of you. But some of you do, and you will, and you still will even after I say it. But it's, but don't think it's because I never have. It's because I put up with enough of it in my life for so long that I'm just like, no way. And I'm really proud of myself because I'm only 40, so, you know, like, yeah, just thank God, basically. I don't know how my life would have turned out if I kept being the people pleaser that I was. Probably not very happy anyway. So, but like I said, yeah, that's what I was going to say there. Is it doesn't mean I'm blissfully happy every day. Far from it. Some days are boring as fuck and just like total Groundhog Day. And actually, I know why they're getting me to say that, because particularly when I was going through a lot of changes around my life, around people around me, and it was all at once, it was very overwhelming actually, with basically nobody checking in that I was okay. So I'll just say that much. There's a little bit of man or child, but that is a fact. And the only people that did see that I was okay was people that are still my best friends today. But like, and the thing is that's the sad thing, is that when eventually some people do come back, it can be a little bit too late, and it's years later, and it's kind of like you could be actually over it and you've processed it, and they might not. They might have been on pause, pushed their feelings down. Oh shit, I know why I'm saying this, because that's actually what's happening with a lot of masculines. It's very raw and all the feelings are coming up to the surface. So it's about, that's going to be complex for a lot of people. You've got to really know your own situation. If it's a twin flame, let's face it, you're always going to want to hear your twin flame out. If you don't, you've not healed enough, and or it's not your twin flame. Like, that's basically point blank. That's it. I know it's triggering, but that's true. Triggering, but true. And unless there's unique situations where, say, you've just had something really terrible happen in your life and you're really overwhelmed, and then your twin flame happens to pop up, you might not be able to handle it. But I don't even know that God would really allow that to happen. Basically, it's probably a good thing that they're popping up. But you never know for every person's soul growth. But what I'm trying to say is, it's like, the messy thing can be that you could have anyone from your past, family or friends or whatever, that have, oh yeah, because think about it, that's what happens in that film. The parents are out her life for 12 years, and they caused a lot of hurt and pain at the time by rejecting the person she was in love with, and then saying that, because I think they actually said to her, like, you're no daughter of ours, or you're dead to us, or something brutal like that. It might not be exactly that. And then it's like, because they're facing guilt and remorse about doing something that fucking horrendous to your own child. I mean, you know, they're wanting to get back in there, and it's not just them, they've got a kid now. So it's kind of like that. I know I'm channeling someone, I don't know whose situation I'm channeling, but I know that this happens. It's like, fuck that, do you know what I mean? I'm sorry, but if my own fucking mum and dad done that to me, would I fuck then let them back into my life to fuck my kid's head up? Sorry, but I'm just saying, I'm just calling it. But my mum and dad wouldn't do that to me anyway. So it's good. And I'm grateful for it. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not happening. And that's what's a bit sad in that film. You see Rachel McAdams being like, you were right, her husband, I shouldn't have done this. But that is true love, because the husband, although he knew it was going to be a fuck up, he went along with it. You know what I mean? That's a divine masculine, actually. Well, actually, I suppose it could be said either way. If he put his foot down and said, no, I'm not letting them come back in and hurt you again, which actually he did say that, you see. He said it in the film. But then she wanted it, so he supported her. So I think that's still a divine masculine, actually. Anyway, you can see that film if you want. Like I said, it's all right, but I got what I needed out of it for me and to channel this. But it's just really quite fun. It's funny bits in it. What have we, right? So tell us something about. Give us some guidance for the feminine or the masculine's feminine side. Wow. Libra energies, hello. Libra new moon eclipse in a couple of days, hello. Oh yeah, wait a minute. If today's Sunday, what actually even? 29th, 30th. No, we're not in the dark moon yet. Wait a minute. Oh, no. That's what it is. That's what it is. Right, wait a minute. The 1st is Monday. Or the 1st is Tuesday. No. The 1st is Tuesday. Right, so sorry, I had to work that out in my head. And I'm actually just working this out in my head. The new moon is actually Wednesday, that's right. So the dark moon is what I would consider Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, so we're almost at the dark moon though. It's tomorrow. And the dark moon is the shadow. But the shadow energies around being. So I titled what I titled the live whatever Black Moon Lilith and that because that was the actual alignment at the time of talking. But it's not really too different from the time of the new moon. There's the new moon actually exactly conjuncts Black Moon Lilith. So that's going to be really interesting because Black Moon Lilith is very much to do with the shadow and like us. That's a huge part of my work. If you're dealing with people's unhealed shadows where they're not willing to face their own darkness, that's pretty ugly. If you're dealing with people's healed shadows, which aren't perfect either, but you've accepted what's imperfect about you, then for some reason a masculine energy wants to cut in here and make me shuffle these cards, so I'm going to do it. And the first card I looked at was I Can't Let You Go. Yeah, it's basically, it's easier if you've got people that are doing the work, but if somebody isn't doing the work, and that's why twin flames can come at loggerheads and not be able to be in alignment when someone's done that deep inner work and the other person hasn't, because it is the other half of your soul, so they're going to trigger you. But the thing is, when it's a true twin flame, they'll trigger you when it's the right time to do the work, to then meet you at your level and compromise. Oh yeah, that's why they got me to say all that. So, okay, oh yeah, wait a minute, that's why. Let's pull the masculines card and then I'll pull whatever they want to say. So, but this is just symbolic of how much the masculines want to come forward and talk, because the silence is killing them. The masculine. Oh, fuck, it's happened again. See what I mean about channeling the energy? I've just dropped the cards all over the table and all over the floor again, so I'll pick them up after. But look, what does this say? Guardian Angel, Deceit. That's fucking hell, that's what came out in the healing that I done on Friday. Right, yeah, Deceit in reverse. This is very clear to me. This is a masculine that has deceived you in the past. So whether this is they just weren't honest about their feelings for you, or more things than that. Maybe you'll know, maybe you don't know, but it's something like that. But it did come out in reverse, remember. So that's that person's past. And there's a huge theme here of letting go of the past. So once you and this person air all the dirty laundry between the two of you, there's going to be a compromise that needs to be reached where that's everything that came before. Let's leave that in the past. Let's move forward now, because everybody can't stand. Well, I can't. Nobody. Who can stand somebody that keeps bringing up the past? Fucking let it go. Talk about it. Let it go. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't keep going on at somebody for something that they don't want to be that person anymore, because you'll just drive them away. Everybody knows that, which is very different from like toxic kind of, that's in the past, let's let it go. No, you can't let something go if you haven't even spoke about it. And that's toxic family fucking, that's a lot of families do that, you know what I mean? Where it's like, don't bring it up, that's in the past. You need to bring it up, because the card for the feminine is time to remember. Look back at your childhood. A lot of people need to do that to understand why they are the way now. But again, you know, whatever that means to you. I'm getting a bit tired now. But you see, I'm even channeling that into it. It's people, it can be tiring. So talk about the past, you know, that's why I feel there's a lot of this stuff that was coming through in the ones from a few months ago. People are going to be having like, you know, holidays specifically to talk about everything that's went, the dark truths, yeah, to talk about everything that's went, divine masculine dark truths in particular. But it's like, you know, to talk about things so that you can actually heal properly together, which is what I titled the last video. But then at some point that has to end and you have to have fun and enjoy being in each other's company again. Do you know what I mean? But it's just for where this is concerned with whatever this one's about, there is stuff that needs to be spoke about. So, and you need to reach your compromise and whatever, because I'm ready. I will. Oh God, it's one of the right. This is eclipse season. I will leave my partner. It's been over since I met you. Trust me to do this my way. So not everybody's one, but it's kind. I'm just trying to think. Does that make sense for the rest of it? It will to whoever it is. Whoever this is for, it will. But that puts another spin on the silence is killing me. Oh my God, what the fuck. Guys, that doesn't happen a lot, but when those two cards come out together, it makes me nervous even being the messenger. She knows about us, how could she not? You are the one I want, I'm being careful and I have to do it the right way. Yeah. So like I said, remember, this is like past energy, present, or future. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to our future. I just need to let go of my past first. Please wait for me. Can I just say as well, that actually isn't always someone's partner. That can be someone's mum. Could be somebody's friend, but I mean, I'm not going to stretch it to friend. That would be a really codependent friend if you have to hide from your friend that you want to be with someone. Do you know what I'm saying? But whatever, some people situate, it could be that. It could be ex people as well. You know what I mean? Like an ex doesn't want somebody to move on, but all I know is that's like pretty. That's pretty eclipsey. So, right, I'm going to read these and then I'm going to leave it because I'm tired now. So I think I'm guided. I think I'll put this one out first and then put the other one out. But let's just see. So, compromise, and what number is that? 19. Why has that got a different? No, 49. That's why I'm like, what? Somebody could be 49. That doesn't need to be for everyone, obviously, but it will be for someone. Compromise, master teacher, concession, fairness, democracy and neutrality. Your master teachers reminded you that nothing is entirely good or bad, even people. Oh my God, this is exactly what I've been talking about. Even good or bad, even people, and every person has their own version of reality, which may not necessarily agree with yours. Instead of arguing with or feeling wronged by those who refuse to submit to your point of view, this is very much this is the tug of war of specifically Aries and Libra, because every sign has got an opposite sign, but I always think of that with Aries and Libra, because it's quite funny when I think about it. I'm not speaking wrongly here when I say I've not got any Libra friends. I've not got any Libra Sun friends, like in person. Actually, because I can think of some of you that are Libra on here, but I can't. Nah, I've not got any Libra friends. And whenever I have had a Libra friend, it's been very yin yang. I can think I'm being shown clairvoyantly one that I had that I was very, very close with actually, and we did have a very intense relationship, which we were mostly all the time very close. But when we didn't see eye to eye, yeah, it was because I saw her as too much of a people pleaser, and she saw me as speaking up too much, and that's Aries. That's so much the clash of Aries and Libra. Quite interesting. But when we managed to compromise, we really helped each. We helped. I believe that's somebody that I was in her life for a reason, and a season, but not a lifetime. And you can hear in my voice; it makes me quite sad because I do. She's a really lovely, beautiful person inside and out. It's somebody that I wouldn't be surprised if they listen. Again, I'm not saying that, like, I wouldn't, I actually just wouldn't even, I don't know, I'm sure she's got enough of a life that she's not listening to these, but it's kind of like, I'm not saying anyone that listens to these doesn't have a life, I just mean if the twin flame journey doesn't resonate with her, but I guess what I'm saying is I could see that the twin flame journey would resonate with her, and I could see that she probably would be listening to these. Yeah, she was a beautiful person inside and out, but we weren't meant to be in each other's lives. Yeah, for much longer than what we were. But if I saw her in the street, I would talk to her, and I would be very happy about it. And I think we'd probably, yeah, basically. So there's a few people I'm like that with, but there's a few other people that if I seen them, I'd probably put my hood up and look the other way. Do you know what I'm saying? So there's more people that I would do the latter with than the poignant way that I just went. Anyway, instead of arguing with or feeling wronged by those who refuse to submit to your point of view, give up your righteousness and rigid demands and broaden your perspective to include the interests of those you struggle with now. Mentally move towards the centre and open your mind to look at the situation from their point of view. Although it's easy to feel indignant and defensive as you deal with your current impasse, the truth is that no one's trying to harm you. Instead, you're, well, again, I'm going to pipe in there and be like, don't believe that bit's not true. Okay, we're in a spiritual war, and if you're a twin flame, you're more so not imagining it that people are jealous and don't want you to have your happy ending. Just saying, just saying. But don't think that every single person doesn't want you to be. There are soul family that want you to be happy, but be discerning who that is around you. Instead, your detractors are simply supporting their own interests and priorities which are different from yours. Rather than reacting emotionally to their resistance, strive to understand them. Be mindful not to be overly self-centered, however justified it may feel. Strive to be fair instead. Your master teacher's message: accept that your interests are no more or no less important than those of the people around you, so the only way to progress to higher ground is to compromise. Yes, and what I can say is the beautiful Libra moons that I have in my life, which are not only, I've got a couple of close friends and a best friend that's that, I also have clients that are that, and soul family, and yeah, that's definitely what your gift is helping to see both sides. And actually, to honour myself, I've got a lot of Libra in that way too, because it's my 12th house and that's Pisces. It's like I'm very much, I'm very fair. Like I can be almost too fair when people have not been fair to me. But I'd say I'm happy with the way I am about that. You know, it's part of my, I can see that's from my soul's blueprint, my chart. I'm meant to be that way. You know what I mean? It's like I'm a bit of like Buddha energy kind of comes in a bit here. You know, as a peacemaker, um, but not people pleaser. There's a difference. That's what I just want to stress. It's like if somebody's wrong and there's nobody sticking up for that person, I'm going to reassure them that they're not wrong and they're right. Basically, they'll situate me in someone's life. Treachery, dishonesty, betrayal, exploitation. Oh my god, ouchie. So remember what I said, right, at the start, the very start. The masculine has the Ten of Swords. So it is the two things that, because it came out in reverse, this is definitely this masculine has betrayed this feminine at some point. I know it's just, it seems like it's the same fucking thing that comes out all the time because it is, but and it is going to be, while Venus is in Scorpio, that's just going to keep coming out because the shadow side of Scorpio would be people that have been in their shadow and they've done things like this. But at the same time, there is a simultaneous, this masculine has been betrayed because that's what came through with the card at the start. So it's a little bit like, it's not a little bit like, it's a lot like whatever the masculine actions he took in a dark place towards the feminine, a lot of the same, basically stuff has come back at them. So I don't like this, and believe me, I've had a lot of conversations about karma today. There's a lot of things that I see karma taking place around me all the time in the world and in personal situations. And even if somebody's wronged me, I still pray for that, and I even sometimes say to God, like they've had enough. Like, don't, you know? It's kind of like, it's not, but it's not. That's not our call, you know. It's like, that's why I always say God is always watching. So treat people with kindness, and you know, you don't need to be a fucking angel out there. You know, like I said, everyone's got light and shadow, but just be mindful is what I would say, because nobody gets off scot-free. Like, it will come back to bite you in the ass, and that's what I'm getting from this. Treachery, dishonesty, betrayal, and exploitation. Your guardian angels are present, alerting you to the fact that all isn't as it appears. Something is off, and you may be in danger. Right, I'm sorry, but I knew that was going to be important. I pulled that out on the healing, and now it's coming out again 2 days later. There's some masculines out there, you might, now disregard this if you've already saw through the people you need to see through, but some of you are not listening. I'm going to read this and just know that this is definitely something that some of you need to pay attention to. If you only knew, this is so current with what I've been supporting people with. Your guardian angels are present, alerting you to the fact that all isn't as it appears. Something is off and you may be in danger. Pay close attention to what's going on around you as well as what's going on within you. You'll soon notice that bad vibes are in the air. They signal that someone is potentially able to exploit or manipulate you in some way. So be on the alert and trust your vibes if things don't feel right. It's hard to believe, you say, that can't be. But your guardian angels remind you that treachery and deceit are subtle and difficult to see. After all, no one wants to believe that someone might hurt them. And that's why I know fine well that I am, from the Mystical Shaman deck, to quote it, so that you know it's not just me saying this, I am very much the friend that shows you what you need to see, but you didn't want to. It's hard. And I'm not going poor me, but it is hard. It's really, really painful to be that as a professional, and sadly to be that in my own personal life. It's very challenging, but I've been doing it a very long time now, and I am used to it, but it doesn't mean it gets any easier or any less painful. So I'm really, really sorry if somebody listening to this, more than one person, is adding up some kind of dots, or, you know, and believe me, it's so weird, but I've had synchronicities recently of people that are doing that. So that's why, you know, I'm having a lot of, I feel, yeah, it's just interesting. It's, you know, it's why I'm going to be glad to get a wee bit of a holiday soon, because it's just, I think there's going to be a very busy Scorpio season. But your guardian angels remind you that treachery and deceit are subtle and difficult to see. After all, no one wants to believe it. So just to read that bit again, it's hard to believe. That can't be. So if you're saying, oh, there's no way they would do that, or blah, 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 like, you know, probably likely that you're right. Sometimes it's a deliberate attempt to injure, but more often it's an act of self-protection at your expense. It may show up in your co-worker's failure to inform you that the project deadline has changed, or your mother withholding the fact that your father was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, or even your own neglect that your mate that you've overspent this month and can't pay the bills. And that's also when I gave the example in the video the other day of the friend that doesn't pass on the information that would have brought you and your twin flame closer together. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it makes me laugh because it's just people's shadows. It's hard to prove. It's not like somebody was like, oh yeah, I'm not going to say that because, like, but it's kind of like, could be a bit selfish, like, oh, that person might know subconsciously. If I tell them that, then what if it works out with them and then I lose them? You know, it's sad, but people do things like this. Deceit and manipulation need not be maliciously intended to occur or be damaging. Often it's just the result of thoughtlessness or fear. Your guardian angels urge you to trust your vibes completely when it comes to the suspicions of others. Also, equally, scrutinise your own deceptions. And that's like when I say, don't gaslight yourself. You already know. Trust yourself. Either case leads to the dead ends and disappointing outcomes. Ask your guardian angels to protect you from the deceit of others and your own temptation to deceive. Have the courage and integrity to be honest. Your guardian angel's message: we will watch over you. Wow. And what is it again? Wait a minute. I can't. Right. I want to go and get it. I'm just going to pause this. Right. So prepare to be mind blown. You might not be mind blown because it's not that mind blown, but it is kind of. Today is the Feast of Michael and all the angels, also known as Michaelmas, which is Christian feast day that celebrates the archangels Michael, Gabriel, and Raphael. So that's why it was familiar, but I was like, what is it again? It's like because it's hard for me to remember when I'm like, right, because I remember birthdays, I remember anniversaries, and I remember that, so it's kind of like I was like, what is it again? But yeah, basically Michael is the angel of protection, and Michael, I work for very, very, very. I work with all the angels every day, right? But it's like, and you can all call on them, but it's like Archangel Michael to me is the electric blue color that I'm obsessed with and surround myself with. And Gabriel is the communication, and there's been so much about the throat chakra, and Raphael's the angel of healing. So yeah, I work with all these angels all the time, basically. But I've ran and got the Archangel Raphael cards, the healing cards, and while I picked them up, I also picked up the Tower, Discovery, Change and Adjustments. So yeah, there's a Tower moment coming here, right? And that I cannot stress that's like really wowed me, because with the different sorts of synchronicities I've had with supporting people, you could not spell it out any clearer. Between the shorts and that card coming out on Friday, and which was basically only in the special healing where I pulled the card to clarify. This is very crystal clear. Excuse the pun, but it is crystal clear. And it's just what I said about, remember, you don't need to vilify people, but people's shadows are being exposed. if people are not being genuine and they're people pleasing and they're like, oh yeah, everything's fine, and they don't kind of admit where they're angry or sad or jealous or envious, it's going to, the situations will, the tower moments will happen for it to be exposed. So be aware of that in yourself too, because you know, nobody's perfect. And even when, basically, when you think you've done the work, that's why I'm always humble. Look at that. Oh my God. Get over yourself. Pull your shit together. Help people, give back, do good shit for humanity. I don't know who needed that, but I didn't pick up that deck, or so I thought. But anyway, so let's just see. So this has been long enough. Do you know what? Fuck it. This has been long enough. Oh, I always say that and then I don't end up. Sometimes I do it. Okay, you'll see this when you're meant to see it. I think you'll see this one first and then the next one after, but whatever. I was going to say I'll put it out without watching it, but I really could do that, to be fair. And I could just watch it while you're watching it. They never let me say anything I'm not meant to say. But let's just see. Give us a Raphael card, but I can't get over. This is like Sol, Libra, New Moon, Eclipse. It's really sad to me, actually. It really is. Like, the masculines seeing... Look at all the people wearing the masks. That's fucking powerful. The masculine is seeing all the people that were being fake. And it's because they're taking off their own masks that now they can see. And they don't want to be one of these people wearing a mask. See what I mean? That's sad. And the feminine's just still ready to be there to be the support. Can I just extend this to... I'm not going deep again about my own twin, because I just hope that goes without saying that I would, like I said, I'm here whenever he wants to reach out to me. Look and see how I went all shy, because I'm... Anyway, moving on. That actually goes for, like, any previous clients that I've had that you might not have been in touch for, like, years or, you know, like a month or, you know what I mean? Like, because I know there is some people out there that you might have thought that I'm going to think you're some shady character coming back, but I know the difference. I know when somebody's trying to be shady, basically, and, you know, come back fake, or when somebody genuinely was going through their own stuff. And so just, I hope people know to, you know, just email, you know what I mean? Everybody's got the email, so there's no excuse other than your own stuff going on, which I understand. So, because there's definitely loads, there's quite a few people I can think of in the past that they've made me the person that was the, you know, basically they've made me the person, the point of anger, because I triggered them. And then they've retreated back, and then it's worse when people have got other people to be like, you know, you then get together and like, oh yeah, it's not us, it's her. Do you know what I mean? There's going to be loads of you like that in my life, personal life, definitely. But even it can be in other areas, I'm sure. And it's kind of like, but then the person realises, oh, wait a minute, Claire was being real and all these people were being fake, and I was still wearing a mask, so I went along with it, and now I'm more real. I now see the truth. And you see what I mean? So it really doesn't matter whether I'm talking about a divine masculine, about a divine feminine, or the divine masculines that I've worked with for years, because I've done this for 10 years, remember, where people pull back from me because of the unhealthy influences around them, and then they come to realise, oh my God, I've just hurt the wrong person. You know what I mean? What I'm saying is I get it, because this is my job. But, so I can extend, you know, that to people if people don't, because I don't even know who I'm talking to when I'm saying that. I can just feel it, and but definitely there's a few more people I can think of that have just been very quiet for a few months, and I'm actually genuinely worried. So, and I'm, you know who you are. Particularly one of the men out there. Could you just fucking let me know you're alright? Because, anyway, right. I'm not talking, that's not my twin, by the way. That's one of the people that I've connected with on Zoom. So, and then I'll leave you alone. It's like a bloody mum trying to check up someone's alright. Avoid allergens. Dear Archangel Raphael, please assist me in identifying and avoiding allergens that may be toxic to my health and happiness. Help me Only crave healthful foods and beverages. That's hilarious because I've got a whole load of sweets I'm going to dig into when I leave. I'm not even kidding, right? I got them last night and I'm doing that tonight. Because, and my excuse is, I'm getting back to no sugar again, probably right up until Christmas. And I might even, sometimes I've done that over Christmas. I haven't even had any of the puddings or anything like that. But I'm going to try and not have anything like that from Tuesday onwards until Christmas. So I just thought I'd pick out until then. But yeah, this is also about people, people that are toxic to your health. So, inner authority. Look, the masculines are finding their inner authority. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for supporting me as I take back my power and listen to my intuition, desires, and feelings. Oh, wow, they're just reminding me something. Wait a minute, what's the other one? Well, I don't even think, well, no, there is actually. I was going to say I don't think there is even an Archangel Gabriel deck, but I think there actually is. I just haven't got it. I think that's one of the ones that's out of print, because that's one of the really old ones. But I have got the Archangel Michael deck, so we've ticked Archangel Raphael. Now we can go to Archangel Michael. Although, like I said, if you tune in to me most days, Archangel Michael, they're always around, but Archangel Michael's probably around the strongest, because I'm here to protect people, so. And that kind of, if you think about it, that stretches to what's been going on for the last 4 years with when I was trying to protect people by telling them the truth of not doing a certain thing. And a lot of people did do that certain thing, and then they realise in time, shit, I shouldn't have done that thing. I'm speaking in code. And again, I just like to stress that there's quite a few people that tune into here that did do the thing. And I know they done the thing, they know they done the thing. And I'm actually really quite proud that you know that you're welcome here, and I am always holding the intention to, if anybody got the thing that was damaging to them, and it wasn't a placebo, then I am always clearing the energy. So let's just move on now, okay? Because I know it can be awkward for me to address and for other people in that, but I'm just sort of saying, I do help a camp of people that God, I'm not saying that. That's really triggering. I was going to say came to their senses, but I'm sorry. That's what I heard, right? But it's not so much that. It's just you woke up to the truth. So pray for your brothers and sisters that haven't woke up to the truth yet, and for the love of God, please just nobody be taking anything. I'm trying to speak. I can't be bothered speaking. Yeah. Anyway, whatever. Moving on. You know what I'm saying. This is, yeah, it's time to play. You're working too hard and worrying about everything. Seek out joyous experiences to bring balance into your life. Libra season is about balance. New moon in Libra in a couple of days. Balance. The feminine needs play. There's been too much hard work, stress, and worrying about others. The feminine needs play. The feminine needs her or his playmate. The feminine needs the masculine. just saying. Right, the masculine. Oh, look, that always comes out for the masculine because it's about distraction. Trivial life matters are distracting you from your goals. Archangel Metatron and I are here to help you stay grounded. So don't be getting distracted, masculines, by what is for your highest good, which is the things that you want in your life for you. You're not selfish for wanting that. Be honest with yourself. All your feelings, even the difficult ones, which, let's face it, that's come out a lot during this. It always does for me, because I love the intensity. Even, this is what I mean, right? Do you know one of the things I miss about drinking? And when my dad's looking on this, he'll be laughing at himself. And again, he will just laugh to himself, because he won't even say it. Well, anyway, we'll just not even go there. But what I'm saying is a Scorpio thing, that the one thing I miss about drinking is I'm honest without the drink, right? So can you imagine how honest I am with a drink? And anyway, but it's kind of like, I used to love doing that when I was pissed, right? And when there's some situations where it's like, I can think back in memories I've had with like friends or family and stuff, and it's like really just deep, honest conversations that you can have and be like, look, can I lay my cards on the table? Can you handle this? And I was talking to someone earlier where I was speaking like that, like, look, do you think you can handle it if I'm really honest? And look at the card. And that person was like, yeah, go for it, because some people love it. And, you got to check, because a lot of people can't handle that. But I love when somebody can, because you can really you can just grow and evolve as a person in a much deeper way. But I get it. Not everybody wants to live life at the deep end, and they want to keep it shallow. But, I'm sure you're a nice enough person if that's you, but you're no my cup of tea. Do you know what I mean? I could like you, but respect that I do like going deep with people. And I just love things like that. Like, that's why I love just being really honest. Like, look, I'm far from a perfect person. I've got a lot of my own shit, but I've worked through a lot of my own shit, and I continue to work through it. And that's why I'm here to say to other people, you can do that too. If you want to wake up tomorrow and decide you're not that person anymore, you get to decide that. And if people keep trying to make you feel like you're still the same person that you're not anymore, well, you're going to have to have the courage, as they pull me at that, to tell them different. Show them. Don't tell them, show them that you're different. And if people keep disrespecting you, well, that's quite funny. It's Tiger's Eye too, because that's my feminine energy. If they keep disrespecting that, well, I'm sorry, that's when you've got to cut the cords with people, because that's cheeky and it's disrespectful. All your feelings, even the difficult ones, have a message for you. Accept your truth, and then let Source take it from there. And that's really what it's all about. If you trust God and you trust the angels, especially because it's that Angels Day that I just read about, then life can be a lot better. But when you ignore your feelings and you repress them and you people please, you're going to blow up. The tower's going to hit. And you know what? See, because life isn't always perfect and neat, and I'm going to leave it on the tower, because this is what's happening for people. Discovery, change and adjustments. Because the tower isn't always a bad thing. I'm not going to lie to you like some other people out there. The tower can be a bad thing. But it's about big change. And in this case, this tower moment that could be devastating for some is also going to lead to the greatest moments of your life where you're like, thank God. Do you know what it reminds me of? What was it I saw the other day? It was either a meme or something like that, or was it? I can't remember what it was, but it was something along the lines of, if that person hadn't of done this to me, I wouldn't have woke up to how numb I was to life. So it was basically like thanking somebody for betraying you, basically. So I think there might be a vibe of that here. Like, this could be like a masculine, like, whether they're seeing that now or in the future, like, you know what, I'm so glad I found out this person cheated on me numerous of times. But, like, I just heard that. I don't know who that's for, but that came in. Because actually, it's woke me up to what I really want. But again, that doesn't need to be about love. It could be like, I'm so glad this friend betrayed me, because I would never have thought that about them, and now I know the truth. You know what I mean? Or I'm so glad that this tower moment has happened to show me who that family member really is, because now I've got their card marked. I'll put my own needs first now, rather than thinking that the sun shines out their ass. You know what I mean? It's I could go on and on here, guys. Yeah, be your own best friend. You can have other friends, but be your own best friend. See you later.